I bid you all good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. Broadcasting from Merritt, British Columbia, it is I, Mike Martins. Guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining the channel. Thanks for being part of this community. And thanks for coming on the live streams. Anyways, guys, gold. Gold is up. I got a pile of notifications at 6:37 in the morning. Getting notifications that some of my stocks that I had on hold to sell have moved on. And I was pretty excited to see that gold is above the $1,600 mark as we speak. So here it is, guys, on the screen. Gold, $1,600.10, up $19.30. Silver, $18.16, up whopping 40 cents in silver. Are we going to see a $20 silver? That is the question. Platinum at $991 per ounce. Sitting at troy ounce, of course, sitting at $22 up. Palladium sitting at $2,478, up 77 bucks. So metals are rallying. Gold sharply up at daily highs above 1,600 as U.S. stock market sells off. Well, gold's gonna do well, guys. You know that gold is gonna always outshine the rest of it, right? And you know, hold it in your hand. Look at it. You know, mesmerized with gold, because don't get gold fever, though. A lot of people do get gold fever. It's a real thing. Look it up. Kitco News, golds. This is brought by our friends over at Kitco. Prices are solidly up, hit a 5-week high, and are trading at a session highs above 1,600 an ounce in late morning action on Tuesday. The yellow metal is catching a good safe haven bid as the U.S. stock market is selling off. And is at a daily lows amid increasing concerns regarding the CV outbreak. I can't say it because there are ripping channels apart that bring it up. Significantly denting global economic growth. April gold was at last up $19.40 at $16.0590. So here it is, guys, and really good, guys. Check out Kitco if you're into gold and silver, or investing in gold and silver. Let's refresh this and see if this has gone up or if it's still above 1,600. Oh, we're at $15.99. It's still right on the border of $1,600. Let's move on, guys. Here we got CNBC reporting on this. Gold back above 1,600 an ounce as Apple's virus warning lifts safety demand. There it is, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that metal. Look at that gleam. Look at that shine. Look at the weight on that. Gold surged over 1% on Tuesday to fetch more than $1,600 an ounce as Apple Inc.'s surprise warning about the impact of the CV outbreak fueled concerns about global economic weakness, driving investors to lower risk assets. Again, they're pumping in money. They're going to pump in a ton of cash this week in the markets. Just hold off. You'll see it happen. Palladium notch all-time high, driven by short supplies of the auto catalyst metal. Spot gold was up 1.4% at $1,602.64 per ounce. It's the highest since January 8th. U.S. gold futures climbed 1.2% to $1,604 an ounce. The equity markets are under pressure, and gold is still being viewed as a quintessential safe haven asset, as we do get some negative news in the case in regards to the CV and its effects on the global economy, said David, director of metals for trading for high-rich futures. Apple, the world's most valuable technology company, said it was unlikely to meet its March quarter sales forecast because of the CV outbreak was pressing its supply chain. Well, they should have kept assembly in America, eh? Well, at least given it to Mexico, at least. The surprise sales warning knocked global equities off record highs, and the Fed buying off safe haven assets. There are concerns that this whole CV situation may be a little worse than many expected, and implications is that the central banks around the world will be somewhat more dovish, and the market is staring to price this reality in. So price levels will come to reality, right? Said Bart, head of commodity strategies at TD Securities. Guys, I did a video on my channel right here. It's under Ranson. I don't know why my Ranson lifestyle isn't updating. So go under videos here. Scroll a little bit down and you'll see it here. We got right here, Australia's new dark age, China suffering shortage of workers right here on the channel, and Japan's terrible GDP report. Japan has finally come out and actually said, yeah, guys, you know what? Here it is. This is it. Judges, do whatever you want. We're not doing well. And that's what's happening. China's bank. This is the article I wanted to kind of throw out there for you guys in coordinates to this. It's right here. Let's go to show more. Oh, I didn't put I didn't. Sometimes I write the article in there, incorporated it in there, but I didn't. So what happened is China's bank orders lenders to tolerate high bad debt. So the top of the bank chain, top of the banking chain there is basically saying, let's tolerate more bad debt, let's restructure bad loans, and let's try and keep this, going, right? And that's the problem with this, is they're trying to keep gold spoofed and keep it, well, not just trying to keep, it's not purposely keeping gold spoofed, it's that they're trying to keep their Ponzi scheme markets going, okay? Let's say it that way, and in turn keeping gold spoof, because gold is the safe haven, if that makes sense, right? Okay. China's central bank cut interest rates, its medium-term loans on Monday as policymakers sought to reduce the economic shock from this virus outbreak. The death toll, I'm not going to talk about that here because I'm going to get flagged. Gold continues to make these moves sideways to higher in the midset of a traditionally firmer dollar, which has the tendency to limit or cap commodities. Move shows how strong the gold market is. High Ridge Futures merger said. So, palladium gained 2.3% to 2,580.25 per ounce after hitting an all-time high of 2,590. And then it goes on to quotations to say this can only be partially explained by the ongoing production problems in South Africa due to power supply distributions and this year's renewed high supply deficit. Commerzbank analyst said in a note. Oh, that's it. That's it right there. And this is another one. I think this is from Gold Investing News. And they're saying America's gold and silver pours first gold bars at Relief Canyon. So this is published an hour and a half ago. America's Gold and Silver Corporation, on the TSX, it's USA NYSE Americana, reports that it has poured the gold at the company's Relief Canyon project in Nevada. So this is a gold company you guys could look in potentially. I'm not too sure. Don't take anything I'm saying with any value at all. Just go ahead and do your own research, do your own thing. But this is huge, guys, and it goes back why gold prices top 1,600 and many soon hit more than a 7-year high. Gold futures surpassed 1,600 an ounce on Tuesday, and analysts believe that the precious metal has the fuel it needs to climb to the highest level in more than 7 years. Gold's big move on Tuesday isn't due to worries over the greater economic fallout, but from the CV virus, but rather than anticipation of the flood of central bank stimulus. That's another thing that's happening. And we talked about this. They keep stimulating so they could spoof the price of gold and bring it down and make it look like markets are doing good. And the safe haven of gold isn't much needed at the moment. But when I have a ton of junior miners, they're all going through the roof today. A lot of them are set to sell at decent profit levels, decent. I'm not going crazy here, just enough to, get by and grind. I grind the stock market a lot, guys. So I grind a lot. For a couple of bucks here, a couple of bucks there, but I do grind and I work it, you know what I'm saying? Gold's big move on Tuesday isn't due to worries over the great economic fallout from the CV, but rather than anticipation of the flood of central bank stimulus. I had to reread that because everyone's blaming it on the CV, which we knew the CV is going to be a great front. It's a great tragedy to throw up front to blame why everything is falling apart, but realistically, it's the central banks pushing huge amounts of cash, right? Or creating more cash out of thin air. That is all but guaranteed by the efforts to this date, said editor of the Gold Newsletter. Guys, don't forget to subscribe also to Market Watch if you guys want and get your up-to-date Kitco, Market Watch, lots of good stuff. And this journalist is really good. Myra Pisafang, I already read a couple of articles by her. She writes some good stuff here. In Tuesday's dealings, the April gold futures contract, the GC, there's another stock here. Oh, sorry, this is the GCJ20, up 1.07%, rallied by 1940 or 1.2% to 1605 an ounce after touching the intraday high of 1608. A settlement around the current level would be the highest for most active contracts since March 2013. According to FactSet data, prices were also poised for their highest dollar and percentage gains since January 3rd of this year. All right. So the sharp rise in gold comes from the WHO reported on Tuesday, confirmed blah, blah, blah. China has taken steps to boost its economy. The People's Bank of China reduced its one-year lending rate on Monday. China may postpone annual Congress because of the virus. The interest rate cut in China and other stimulus measures were expected, but equity markets have become a safe haven in the United States, says Jeff Wright, Executive Vice President of Gold Mining Inc. Risk and exposure and global economy is bad reason to use equities for safety. Given that, Wright says he believes folks are waking up to reality and the CV will impact the U.S. GDP and global consumption, so gold is moving up as a true safe haven as the U.S. might need the Federal Open Market Committee to provide support as well. Of course! So here it is here. So these guys are investing here. So this is how will you grow your savings. So this one kind of tells you return amount. This is pretty cool. It's a little bit thing. So if you got 73 grand, your investment will be worth 103,000 by 2029. Oh, come on. You could do better than that. 73,000. I don't know. It's up to you guys, right? But yeah. Yeah, so you could do a little bit better than that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Gold, gold, gold. People are rushing and moving towards shiny assets right now. I wonder what Bitcoin's doing. Let's check a Bitcoin real quick here. Okay, Bitcoin. 13,000, so it's about sitting at the $10,000 mark, American. Let's go to American US dollar. Where would it be under America or US United States? There it is. Yeah, sitting around the $10,000 mark, the Bitcoin is sitting at right now. All right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I do read the comments, and don't forget to, if you guys can, go to the channel, join the channel if you can, right here. And you could also find me here up top. You could find me on Teespring if you want to buy a t-shirt. You could message me here on Facebook directly. I get articles from people all day long on Facebook. So here's my Facebook, guys. If you guys want to message me, you're welcome to do so. So go ahead and do that if you guys don't mind. And I'd super appreciate it. I am also on Instagram, too. People ask me. Here it is, Instagram. So if you guys want to see my ugly mug, here it is, guys, on Instagram. Go ahead and follow me on here or message me. I do check sometimes the messages on here, but I don't get notifications like I do on Facebook. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and have yourself a great Tuesday.